Hey everybody, thank you for joining us on our Facebook Live. We are going to just go through a quick 15-minute overview of kind of what the opportunity is and answer any questions that you might have. We're going to go through kind of the most commonly asked questions, and then of course we encourage you to please drop your comments below. In the interest of time, we probably won't answer them during the live, but we will be sure to answer them as soon as we get off, okay? We want to make sure that if you have questions, they get answered, okay? So anyway, I'm going to be joined by a co-host here shortly, but just to get started, I'm Val Ravitch, and I have been with Nu Skin for about 2.5 years, and I have just loved the whole experience. I got started with the company after I found out about the products, and I just loved the products so much. And I had seen a post on Facebook a friend of mine had put up, and I decided to reach out and order the product. And once I did, I loved it. And so when I went to reorder, I decided to reach out to the person I'd ordered it from originally, and she said, well, maybe you want to put up a post and see if your friends would like to try it too. And so I was like, okay, sure. And within 2 days, I had definitely made money, and all of my friends loved it too. So I was super excited, and I honestly couldn't really believe it was true, but it was. And so as I've moved forward, I have just so enjoyed working with the company and learning everything and meeting all the people. And it's really changed our life. I was able to earn an all expenses paid trip for me and my husband in April of last year to go to Punta Cana. And we had never gone to Punta Cana. I honestly had heard of it, but didn't even know where it was. But it was an absolutely beautiful experience, and we were treated like rock stars, and we paid for nothing. So it was awesome. So that's kind of my background. And also, when I found out about the company, I wanted to go check it out for myself. And so I went to their headquarters are in Provo, Utah. It is their global headquarters. They are global in 50 countries. They have been in business for 40 years. They are debt-free, and they're also traded on the New York Stock Exchange, which is important primarily because that means they're very transparent. Everything is transparent. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's no weird stuff going on. It's all up front, and it's all legitimate. And I was just so impressed when I went to the headquarters. They have actually 75 PhD scientists on staff that are creating and developing and improving their products. And right now they're at 300 and growing. We actually are launching a very exciting beauty device here in about 3 weeks. So anyway, let me add my co-host here. I'm going to introduce her real quick. Her name is Becky Baker. She is an Emerald Director from Ohio, and she has been with Nu Skin for about 3.5 years. So let me go ahead and add her here. And we'll get her on real quick, and we'll kind of pick her brain too and see what she thinks. So we're going to just chat a little bit about, what worked for us, what we found, that was really interesting, and what helped us, and what was important to us about the opportunity. So I'm just waiting for her to accept here. So if you have any questions as we're hanging out, just let me know. Drop them in the comments, like I said. I had a lot of questions when I first started. There was questions about the products, questions about the company, questions about, is it worth it? What do I have to do? Is it hard? All of those things were, they were big questions for me. And so I really wanted to make sure that I had those answers. Then I was really, really committed and was very happy. Oh, there she is. Hi, Becky.
Hello, I'm so happy to be on here. I'm glad it worked.
Yay.
Yay!
I know we're both a little bit playing with all the details. So, well, Becky, I'll let you just tell a little bit about yourself and kind of how you got started in the business.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I am from Ohio. I am a mom of 2 boys. I was a preschool teacher before this, and I actually got asked by a friend if I wanted to make some money from home. I said yes, but I had a lot of questions. It was summertime. I was out of work for the summertime, and I had a lot of different questions. I asked a lot of different things, but ultimately, when I found out it was free and I was getting products at wholesale, I was in, and I tried a post. I personally started with the whitening toothpaste, and I had a lot of fun with it. My friend Cassandra, who got me into the business, she walked me through each of the steps, and kind of the rest is history. It's been like 3.5 years ago. Um, I just love the whole walkthrough. I needed that step-by-step walkthrough because I hadn't done network marketing before or anything like it. So very, very happy that, that there's that mentorship.
Yes. Yeah, the mentorship was huge for me too. In fact, Becky was the one who got me started, and I probably drove her crazy because I asked a million questions, but she was super patient. She walked me through the system, and that's what I loved about the system. It just showed you, I mean, there was a blueprint. It's very simple, and you just follow it step by step, and it works. Love that.
I know. Well, and I think too, it's pretty cool how, like you said, it's step by step with a mentor. And I never was in anything where there was so much hands-on training for something new. So I think that's really important because a lot of people, or maybe like for me personally, I wasn't like technology savvy. And so that kind of scared me. I didn't really post a whole lot on Facebook. And I realized how simple it was. It was more me like overthinking things. And so it was nice to be walked through on that.
Yeah. Well, and I appreciate it so much from you too, because I'm much older and I wasn't very good with technology either, but you showed me how and it was really easy. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this. I just didn't know before. So I
Yeah.
was really glad to learn all of that. So, Becky, how has this business changed everything for you and your family?
Oh my gosh. So over the past 3.5 years, I feel like a lot of things have changed. But there's been a lot of really good things, a lot of unexpected things, and I've been thankful to kind of have this. I decided to try it to make money for summer. I mean, I needed that extra income. It was something that was really flexible, and like I had said before, it was free. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to try it for the summertime. And what ended up happening is I lost my preschool job unexpectedly, and I needed the extra income. It was like my plan A was the preschool, and I felt like this was my plan B. And what ended up happening was I was so thankful to have it to fall back on. And when I lost that job, it was something that I decided, okay, I'm going to try this out and see how it goes. And, I don't share lightly. I did put in, effort behind that, but I was able to 5 times the income that I lost.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that was life changing. It's
Yes.
like from something that you lose a job unexpectedly to be able to replace it and then some has been very helpful financially for our family. And now I get to stay home and I am doing this full time. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yay. Well, and I'm sure your husband and your boys are too, and the new puppy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's a little spoiled.
That's the way they should be. Well, and why do you want to continue with Nu Skin? I mean, if you obviously you want to continue on.
Yes. So I like I had said when I first started, I was more kind of just dabbling. And I think when I had
Mhm.
lost that job, it kind of I realized to me that I really wasn't in control of the outside world of that job. But this I am more control of. I work around my kids' schedule. And so I'm excited to continue for that flexibility.
Yeah.
But there's so many exciting things happening. Nu Skin is very innovative with their products and with the things that are coming out. So they always like keep the excitement that way. And I mean, I love the relationships that we get to bring. I always think like, you and I really didn't know each other,
Mhm.
but like a customer relationship where it was like, oh, here's some products, and the relationships we've been able to build over the past couple of
Yes.
years. I can't wait to continue that, but also, meet new people and build more relationships that way.
Yeah, totally. No, I totally agree. I mean, I was amazed at how much personal growth there was and how many
Yeah.
women I met that, I mean, they're just amazing. They're people that I'm so grateful are in my life now, but
Yeah.
I never would have met other than this opportunity. And I kind of call it like a personal growth plan with a compensation attached to it. It really is for me because I was really looking for something, just to kind of grow. I mean, I'd kind of gotten stagnant where I was working and I was really looking to expand that. And I knew I could do more. I wanted to do more because I was kind of bored. And this gave me that perfect opportunity. And it was a free thing to start. And I was, mentored step by step with you. And now, like I said, I've met so many people that I love that are a big part of my group. And I mean, I just continue to grow and I'm just so grateful for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's so many people that benefit from the business. And I like to, you think, okay, well, I'm making extra money, my family's benefiting, but the people around us benefit as well. And I always like to think back on that of, just like you said, the personal growth, the like feeling like you're made for something, something more, you want to do more.
Mhm.
And it's not just the financial part is huge, and it is something that is needed I mean, with groceries and gas and all the
Yes.
things that are going on in the world, it is definitely needed. But it's so
Yes.
much more. And I think that's really cool too.
It is, and it's something that makes practical sense for people. It really helps them with, cover those payments and unexpected things. Like, we had a huge vet bill last week that came out of nowhere, and thankfully I had this to fall back on, and it was really, really helpful to have that security and that support.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. So, in your words, I mean, kind of tell me, what do you think are the best things about the opportunity? I like the free part, I like
Yeah.
the fun part, I like all that, but what do you think?
Yeah, so free is always good. That was one of the things that always held me back from starting something because it made me so nervous to put money into something that I was so like I just didn't know, like that
Right,
nervous. So the
right.
free made it easier to try a post for me.
Mhm.
But over the years that I've done, it's the flexibility. We travel a lot. We go to my parents' house and we go to the beach and we camp and we hike. And to be able to take my business anywhere, that's huge. Like, I feel like being able to have the flexibility to, not only be there for my kids, like going to the kids' school and having sick days and all of that kind of stuff, but also being able to take it with me if I need to go places, and put it down when I want to too. It's just the flexibility of choosing. I get to decide how much I put in, how much effort I put in, but I also get to decide when my like work hours are. It's
Yeah,
like all around, and that flexibility is something. I'm sure that we all want, but as a mom of boys that are in sports and stuff like that, that's something that's a necessity for me. And I really, really love that.
yeah. No, I agree with all of that. I completely agree. It's something that I had never experienced before, and I'd been in a few other businesses in the past, and this one just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. So it was pretty exciting. So thank you for sharing the information with
Oh,
me.
yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, it's kind of nice how we have this system. Maybe, I feel like we talk about it, the system, we do the system, but what it is just a very proven step by step that we have found works. And we have a group where we can plug you in. And that's what I feel like I needed in not knowing what I was doing. I could refer back, and there's so much training and so much knowledge there that's given, which is really helpful too. I think, that kind of makes it go at your own pace. too, which is nice.
Yes.
In the beginning, my pace was like, hey, this is fun. I'm making money for the summer. After I lost my job, I was like, okay, what can we do now? Like, I am ready. So
Yeah,
it was nice to
totally.
be able to do both.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And one other thing I've noticed too is that a couple of the gals that I've been working with, I mean, they're older like me. I mean, a few of them are retired and they are just have a wealth of knowledge and they're not done.
Yes.
They want to move, they want to use that experience and those abilities and continue to grow. And everybody wants to look and feel better, so why not?
Yeah, it's really age doesn't, I feel like sometimes in business, age, I don't want to say it matters, but it's like there's different ages for different things. And this doesn't really apply. We have all different groups of women, all different types of women, all different ages. And I think
Yes.
that that's pretty cool because, like you said, there are so many people, well, there's like the younger that are stay at home or
Mhm.
that need to make money on the side, and then there's the later that might be retired
Yes.
that need supplemental income. And
Hmm.
the way the system that we have, that proven plug in, this is what we're doing. If you follow the steps, you can be successful. It's just
Yes.
truly up to your work ethic and what you decide to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I love that about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it
Awesome.
is. It is.
Well, cool. Well, we are right at 15 minutes, and I want to make sure that we're, like, respectful of everyone's time. As I had mentioned, drop any comments or any questions you have down below. We will make sure we get you answers. And if there's anything else to add before we sign off, Becky?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that you are about to say this, but if you think that this is for you, if you have questions, if you want to give it a try, reach out to the person that got you into the group, ask your questions, see if it's a good fit, and then just give it a try. I feel like just trying sometimes really like gives you that feel.
Yeah.
It's free, and I think that that's where you know, we might be nervous, we might feel different or it's new, but it's just a lot of fun. And we would love to have you. We would just love
Yes.
to meet you and love on
Yep.
you, and it would just be fun.
Yes, it would. It's so much fun. I can't believe it. Yeah, totally.
But that's
Well,
it.
thank
That's
you.
all I got.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for
Welcome.
joining us and
Thank you.
letting us know
Thank you
all
for
of your
having me.
background and thoughts. Of course. And
Yes, of
yes,
course.
we
Well,
look
thank
for
you.
we look forward to your comments, any questions, and we will get back to you. And thank you so much for watching. We're so grateful that you took a few minutes out of your evening to watch. All right. Well, take care. We hope to hear from you soon.
Bye.
Okay, bye.